Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the eISL powered by Coca-Cola with Hero as our associate sponsor, Northern Gaming as our esports partner, and PlayStation as our platform partner. Now, I'm back with the one and only Azim to bring to you this exciting matchup. But before that, I gotta ask you, Azim, kaise ho? How are you feeling?
Excellent. Looking forward to a game where both teams need to have something to prove. We have, of course, Mumbai City FC and Bengaluru FC. So it's the battle of the metros. So really looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. And like you mentioned, वो हर team को they have something to prove right here. But before that, taking a look at the format itself, 4 months of gameplay that we have here, all leading to that FIFA Global Series.
Yeah, and of course 11 teams, the same teams as the Hero ISL, 2 players per team. 3 games per match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. Of course, we have the finals, the 19th to 21st March. And then the teammates who have been together, living together, playing together for 4 months finally turn against each other in a 1v1 battle to decide who's going to represent India in the FIFA Global Series. And also, thankfully, they get to share that first place prize. But they'll also be looking to be the MVP of 4 lakh rupees and a total prize pool in this tournament of a massive 78 lakhs.
Yeah, 78 lakhs up for grabs. As if the FGS wasn't enough. We've got a lot more motivation for these players, and rightfully so. I mean, what we've seen so far has been incredibly exciting matches with incredible skill from both sides. And talking about skill, first up, we've got Exognic just looking to take the lead immediately against Ashwin. I would say both of these players are perhaps the more slightly experienced players in their team, so immediately they're putting it all on the table.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think we have seen a little bit of mind games occasionally where the less senior player, so to speak, takes the second game. We do see Varsi versus Tikka. I think both players from Mumbai City FC have been fairly well matched. We saw them against Kerala Blasters and Ashwin pulling out that clutch draw pretty much right at the end against Akshat. And also Tikka holding out against Lokmanu. So it was a very tight affair for them, but getting some points on the board finally, and they'll be hoping to kick on from there.
Yeah, let's see if they are able to do this. And I think for Ashwin, his hope will be, let's not leave it to the I wouldn't even say last minute, I would say minus 4 minutes, I guess, given what happened last time to get the goal. But let's see what he's able to pull off this time, because definitely much different players that they're going to have to face in Exognic himself, who's been on some thrilling form. Even last time when we got to talk to these players and we saw Bengaluru FC really cleaning up not just their individual gameplay but their co-op as well. But as has been the case today, we have been incredibly efficient. So already into the matchup, it's Bengaluru with the ball.
Yes, and interesting to see how things pan out over here. Ashwin reasonably solid on defense. His attack was slightly suspect, you could say, in the last game. Really took the referee being very kind with additional time and corners and whatnot. But straight on the front foot over here from Sagnik. Let's see if he can bulldoze his way through using Pele. Not quite. And I think reverting to form over here, we're not seeing much of Ronaldinho or Maradona over here. They're going for the standard safe midfield of Gullit and Zidane over in this case over here, not quite Vieira. Finding that ball in, if it stays in, that's well played, and Mumbai City FC hitting on the counter attack, but not quite working out. And we're going to see Sagnik, of course, a very skilled player, likes to play those balls in behind the defense, likes to use those manual runs and player locks. So it's going to be an intriguing contest. As we see already, he's got Ronaldo in, goes for that time finish, timed it perfectly, but well saved there by Peter Schmeichel in goal.
Yeah, and immediately with the shot cross in,
and
with
hang
the
on,
cross.
This should be in.
Ooh.
And it is. Is he onside
Wow.
though? Is he onside? Yes, he is. Apologizing almost for that. And we're seeing a lot of these goals being scored. I think that corner routine of playing that ball out and getting the cross in is proving to be very effective. Could it just waltz in over there, completely uncontested, getting that header, and Sagnik wasting no time stamping his authority on this game. And now Ashwin firmly on the back foot, hasn't really put together much in these opening 10 minutes, and let's see what he's made of now.
Yeah, especially because if he takes that short pass so quickly, I feel like the AI resets for a second and gives his players where he's triggering those manual runs or switching immediately, manual switching to get an extra like millisecond for the header through, and it's enough. And if you got a player like Gullit or a player like Exagnik controlling him, but right now Ashwin trying to bring back some stability to the game, trying to control the ball, is able to get past the defender here on the right side. Weird turn. Not expecting the space maybe, and this has been a recurring problem that we're seeing with Ashwin. I think his biggest issue that he faces on attack is when he gets space.
Yeah, and let's see, he has shown that he can be good in tight areas, but it's in these positions when he's just at the edge of the box trying to find that pass, and he does that reasonably well. Oh, okay,
Ooh.
just waiting for his opponent to make the move. He gets it. Will it go in? Is it going to be an own goal? No, it is clear of the line, and some encouragement for Ashwin over there. He gets his first corner. Will he go for a similar routine? I wonder. No, he's going to do the standard. Run down the line and looking for a cutback. Cuts back earlier than normal. Gets a bit lucky with the deflection and again, but not quite working. And now on the counter attack, nope. That's well done. That's a lovely little elastico there from Mbappe, and you can see he has the close control. He has the skills, but it's in these positions here when he needs to fire that ball into a striker where he seems to be just a little hesitant. There you go, not entirely confident. And tends to get those passes a bit wrong, and Sagnik, you don't want to hand him the initiative. He has the through ball if he can make it, decides against it because the pass would have been blocked off. That's pretty smart. And now, will he go for the goal here? Oh, that's beautifully worked. That's a brilliant goal from Sagnik. There's just no answer to that for Ashwin. That was so good. Doing the apology celebration as well. Obviously, these boys don't take any pleasure in beating one another. I mean, they do, but they don't want. They won't tell you in public. But it is 2-0 in 24 minutes for Bengaluru FC, picking up right where they left off. They've been having a good run of momentum after an early hiccup, but now looking very confident, Sagnik, and probably a good decision for him to take on Ashwin, because it's working out really well. This could be 3. This could be game over. No, going for a cutback, showing a little bit of mercy almost over there, and putting himself a bit under pressure with that ball, but he'll come away with it. Crucial now for Ashwin to get that next goal.
He's got the through ball through. I think Pele on the foul. That should
could that be a red card? What?
That's not even a foul.
ये बिक चुका है referee दोस्तों. What is going on? How is that not at least a free kick if nothing else? Ashwin must be wondering just what? How is that even possible? Maybe getting a little poetic justice over there after the referee was in his corner in the last game. So referee was like, okay, one for you, one for them. And oh, that's brilliant. That's superb. He's toying with him in defense over here is Sagnik, and man, 30 minutes played, 3-0. I think this game is over almost before it started. But let's hope for Ashwin's sake that he can fight his way back in, maybe try to get 2 goals. We would hope, but at least 1 goal back to give him a little bit of confidence, because Sagnik is looking imperious today.
Yeah, Sagnik just looks like he wants to get this done with ASAP and move the heck on. And it doesn't seem like Ashwin has an answer so far, but still time. We've seen bigger comebacks, and we definitely know that Ashwin is not the sort of player who's going to give up till the last minute. So let's see if he is able to at least find 1 goal before halftime. That will give him a little bit of confidence.
Yeah. Ooh, he had the opening there. Oh, yes. Yeah, this should be it. Surely. No, that's saved. He actually got the keeper up forward to close the angle. That's well done by Sagnik over there. And are we going to see anything special from the corner? Nope, just the same old. We're going to see Cruyff with the ball. Will he try to go for a cross? I wonder. Nope. And now, he's worked that brilliantly. And again saved. I think he'll be a bit annoyed with his goalkeeper now. Although they haven't been very ultra high percentage shots that he's taken. He should go for a cross over here. He does. Will he be able to cut it back? Not quite working, but signs of life being shown by Ashwin over here.
Exactly right. He's able to show at least some form of his style. Gets the tackle here too, a really important one, because it might just settle who gets the last attack in this half. Ashwin desperately searching for that goal. Kya wo dhoond payenge? That is the question right now. With Cafu though on the wing, trying to cut in with Cafu, not the player you're expecting, but it does work out for now. Has slowed down a little bit, and this is the part you keep mentioning, Azim, like the part where his decision making may be a little weaker. He's not able to immediately fire away. That little bit of time gives Sagnik everything he needs.
Yeah, and he could find, if he finds the right through ball over here, he could find a 4-0 gap for now, but not quite. He's being patient. Doesn't need to rush the play at all. I think he's going to wait till like we're almost at 45 and then try to line up a shot. It's worked well. Again, that's brilliantly done. Just he's oh, okay, got a bit lucky with that one. Will he get the last attack if he goes for the ball in behind? He has with Pele, and now I think this is a crucial moment in the game for him. Can he get that goal? Referee
Oh
giving him
no!
added time. That is the hallmark of Ashwin's tournament so far.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, a very crucial moment in the game because he goes into that halftime at 3-1. That's that gives him some hope. You know, it's not it's 2 goals in a half. It seems it doesn't seem insurmountable that, but over here, little bit of laughing, joking from as I lovingly like to call them, the TikTok boys, the lovely gravity-defying haircuts that they have going on over there. And as we see over there, the highlights, it's been sort of one-way traffic, you could say, for Bengaluru FC, especially the way they started this beautiful ball in. I think because of the player who was on the post, who
Yeah, and immediately
decided
with
to
the
then run
short
out and leave it.
cross in
And
with
hang
the
on, this
cross.
should be in,
Ooh.
completely
And
unmarked and
it is.
onside. So a bit unfortunate, a bit of a brain freeze from the AI over there. Not to say that Ashwin and Mumbai City FC did not have chances. We don't get to see the rest of the highlights because we've already kicked off. But yeah, he needs that goal. There is a change being made. He has got Ginola in for Cruyff, so wants better shooting angles, wants that 5-star weak foot. And he's brought in Messi for Mbappe. So maybe he's been watching our previous game where we've seen Messi really killing it. And I
Yeah.
expect to see a few long range finesse shots coming in from that right flank soon.
Yeah, I wonder if that's how he's going to try to change things up, because maybe Ginola goes on the left, because Mbappe was playing on the left and was able to find a lot of purchase there, but Messi coming on for Mbappe now is on the right. So the flanks have been switched, and you can see once again it's going to come down to that little magician to try and find something
There you
back.
go.
But
He's found
Ronaldo,
the opening
wow.
and he's got the goal, and that's exactly what Ashwin needed. That's exactly what this game needed. He's also don't apologize. You're three goals down. You should celebrate. Please celebrate, Ashwin.
Or at least
And
pick up the ball.
yeah, that's well worked. I think well deserved overall. He has deserved at least one goal for all the play that he's put in. And now let's see, is that going to put a little seed of doubt into Sagnik's mind? Because his teammate, in fact, Varsi, has come back from 3 goals down against Bindratej from 80 kmb. That was a 2-5 he was down and managed to actually come back and win 6-5. So it's not like this has not been done before in the eISL. But man, it's going to be an uphill task for him. And he's managed to keep that in. Are we going to see now Messi cutting in? Well, you could see that's what he was going for, little chop back. And interesting. I mean, it's a brave person who subs off Mbappe in this game.
Yeah.
Given everything he offers you, and you can see he's desperate to try and work that shooting opportunity to get that on the left foot of Messi over there. Not quite working for him at the moment. He does find now Ronaldo, but just the same pattern of play there. The moment he finds that opening, he's not able to get that pass in efficiently enough at a lot of times. And now on the wings, we see Cruyff coming in. Will Sagnik, he's been deadly in these positions so far in the game. And deciding to take his time, 1v1, little ball roll over there. And just, he's so good in these little tight pockets of space. And just, it's very hard to defend against. I mean, I wouldn't want to be defending in this game. It's just, it would get embarrassing if I had that controller right now. And a pause cued by, I believe it's Bengaluru FC's player. So interesting that maybe he's seen something that he wants to change around. Let's see what that decision will be. But for now, keeping the ball, running that clock down a little bit, just waiting for a clear-cut opportunity. He doesn't want to lose the ball. He wants to invite Ashwin onto him and say, come, press me. And the invitation has been accepted. And he gets the through ball. I think he's onside, yeah. Now it's about that decision making again, and that's well done. He leaves Maldini completely for dead, and he goes for Messi, pulls it back again. I think a bit of the wrong decision there, needed to go outside the box, and Bengaluru have the ball again.
Yeah, just that final, everything just lines up for Ashwin perfectly except that final defense, and maybe the pause to try and add on to that pressure game he's trying to play a little more, because you can see Sagnik is giving him the respect. It's not as much direct play. He is controlling, trying to control the possession a lot more, and therefore giving a lot lesser chances to Ashwin in general. But Sagnik, he's not just going to let some free chances go. Ball with Ronaldo on his feet. But yeah, again, you can see, oh,
Yeah, that's well done. And I do feel I think we're going to see once the pause is made, I think we're going to see Mumbai City FC also switch to constant pressure
yeah.
because he can't allow Sagnik to have so much of the ball. He needs to win it back as soon as he possibly can because two goals. I mean, he needs a goal within the next 10 in-game minutes to make a really good fist of this, and it might just come over here. He's working this
No.
well.
Oh,
Got the opportunity. Is he
oh my.
onside though? He was onside. He was onside, and I don't think he can quite believe that that's not gone in. As some tactical changes being made over there. Oh my goodness, that was a gilt-edged chance to be right back in this game. And you have to say it's been a very strong second half performance from Ashwin. He's a little bit of a wry smile over there. He can't believe that he's not got his second goal. And yeah, there you go.
I mean, that second goal could have changed so many things, right? जहाँ पे अब वो 3-1 पे, it's around the 75-minute mark. He's gonna have to try and scramble to even get a draw. Maybe if he'd got that second goal, ये उनको एक मौका मिलता to try and equalize it even before the 90th minute mark, and then maybe in his trademark style find that stoppage time winner, you know. But
Yeah.
right now, I think Sagnik's got it in the bag more or less. But Ashwin's
Oh, it's
has
a
looked
goal kick.
much better.
I think that was actually offside, so probably wouldn't have counted. But yeah, let's see. We have Ginola on for Bengaluru FC as well. So sort of trying to mirror what's being done. And yeah, that's a cheap giveaway. I don't think Zidane would ever have made a pass like that in his actual life. And now the opportunity.
Ah.
Ooh, that's a. I think he expected the game to put it in a different channel over there. But yeah, we're quickly approaching that 80-minute mark, and I think things need to speed up a little bit for Ashwin now.
Oh no.
Again, trying with things in midfield, he doesn't need to. You don't want to give that ball away because you know, oh,
Oh.
he's got it back, and yeah, that's well worked. Now he finds Pele, finds Ronaldo, finds Pele again, but just can't keep it. A lot of good pressure being applied by Sagnik over there, and there he's found that overload now with Cafu. I think you will expect him to turn back and play
Oh
the
no.
ball. No, he's deciding to go for the kill. He's looking for the ball into the box. He has found it with Cristiano Ronaldo. Uh, but yeah, if there's no clear opportunity, no real need for him to shoot, as that is offside.
Yeah, unfortunately, tried to take it a step too far, just of course because of that time factor. And even though he's not getting the goals or able to control it for an extended period of time, he is denying more and more chances every single second and
Oh,
building that
hello. Look
pressure.
at that.
But oh,
Rabona. Oh, just the pass not quite working out over there. Needs to press aggressively, and that's exactly what he's doing. And yeah, I think he's worked the opening here.
oh, well,
It's just a little again. I think just doesn't have that confidence to
mhm.
make that killer pass at the moment. And let's see, he's using Zidane now. Now he's got the opening with Pele again. Just that final third is just not happening for Ashwin. He might get another bite at it. Nope. Now it's pretty much 3 on 3 at the back, and we're going to see Eusebio charge through. Probably a cutback, a little chop back, and oh, that's interesting. Well, this is where Ashwin now comes into his element. It's in stoppage time. How many years of stoppage time will he get today? But obviously, it's not going to be enough no matter what he does. And maybe just a goal just for a bit of pride over here. Uh, but yeah, he's using Pele over there. Nope, it's not going to be his day. Unfortunately, it is going to end 3-1 in favor of Bengaluru FC. And that first half blitz from Sagnik
Yeah.
really taking its toll on Ashwin because he won the second half, and that's really all you can ask for as a bare minimum when you've been smashed 3-0 in the first half. Little bit of fighting across the table happening over there, saying, "Arey, we scored 3 goals. You should have defended. Why you're complaining?" So there it is. It's 3-0. Sorry, 3-1. 3 goals to Sagnik, 1 to Ashwin, and Mumbai City FC off to a rocky start in this tie, but plenty of time to redeem it if Tikka can get the win against Varsi. it'll be all to play for in game 3. But there is pressure now on Tika because he knows
Yeah.
he can't afford to lose this game, otherwise the game is up.
Yeah, but I will say for Tika, it's not like it's the first time he's got that pressure on him. Just last match around, he was playing against Lokmanyu and was able to pull off the draw. So I wonder what new tactics he's got up to the mark here. But looking at the game highlights itself over here, like you mentioned, वो पहले half में जो ये that blitz from the side of Sagnik after that one goal, it's like the opposite of what happens with Ashwin in the final third happened with Sagnik. He just overloaded himself with confidence. Every single time he got into the box, it looked like it was over.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know, maybe it just took Ashwin a little bit of extra time to get up to
Oh,
speed, particularly defensively. He just did not look confident, particularly in one-on-ones. And I think Sagnik, you have to give him credit. Like, he was supreme with his one-on-one play over there. This one, I'm amazed that it wasn't, I mean, a yellow card to put it lightly, but that could have been a sending off very easily. And this, again, is exceptional play using Pele just doing is nothing fancy. Ball roll, just stopping, changing direction after that, and came close there at the end of the first half. Good start to the second half for Ashwin. You really thought he could kick on from here, but just wasn't able to find those final passes, find that finish when it mattered,
yeah.
and well, not the best day at the office for Ashwin.
Yeah, definitely. Even the one immediate goal that he did score at the start of the first half, it was just that difference between that and any other opportunity was that he found that final pass. And like you kept saying, the decision making, just perhaps the nerves getting there a little bit, because I definitely feel that, when you get beaten in multiple 1v1s by a player like Exagnik, it does start etching away at your confidence a little bit. Like, maybe my pass will also miss, maybe my tackle will also miss. Just that second of hesitation, it does become a killer blow, because I feel like the more deeper we're getting into the eISL, we're starting to see a lot of the players come up to like a basic median point where a lot of the players are very similarly matched to each other, and all it takes is this one extra bit of edge, that extra bit of momentum to really push it across the finish line.
Yeah, or occasionally just a play style that takes people by surprise.
Yep.
We've seen Mufu, we spoke to him also in our previous match, where he was like, I like to do things that are different. I don't want to do the same old stuff, the same
Yeah.
old tricks that everyone's doing. And I do find that Tikka is also that kind of a player. Like he's a little raw, he's a little different to the way the standard sort of meta FIFA 22 player plays. And that tends to take a few players by surprise. Obviously, they have, I'm sure, been playing a few games of the tournament as well. They've all played against each other just to get a feel for how things work. But interesting to see how it pans out. It's a pressure game for him, but as you said, he's been under that pressure against Lokmanyu before. So let's see if he can put in a repeat of that performance.
Yeah, definitely. I think for Varsi, similarly, it'll be an opportunity to try and take his improvements to another level altogether. But for now, we're going to just go towards a small break, give both teams just a moment to catch their breath, and be right back with you with game two in a jiffy.
My name is Shagnik Banerjee. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Kolkata.
I am Amanuddin. I am 20 years old. I am from Dehradun,
I'll be representing.
Bengaluru FC.
Obviously, I love the game like everyone loves football, right?
It started like every other game out there.
That's where the passion comes from.
Some of our friends told me you play really well and you should go out and try in a tournament, and it all started from there.
Bengaluru FC has always been one of my favorite clubs in the ISL. They have Sunil Chhetri, who is probably India's greatest player of all time.
I think they're the favorites to win this year as well.
Yeah, I'm really confident. I think I'm going to win.
Look out for us.
This is Ashwin from Chennai. I'm 24 years old and I'll be representing Mumbai City FC. An ardent football fan since 2008, I've been following football for over 13 years now. Casually started gaming in 2018. I felt FIFA was the right click for me to move me in the right direction and get the wholesome content. being the most popular city in India and also the ISL champions of last year. I'm very happy and so proud to represent Mumbai City FC at the FIFA scene. Football is nothing without the fans. You guys make us special. You guys make Mumbai City.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the eISL. It is currently game 2 of the matchup between Mumbai City FC and Bengaluru FC. And Azim, I think we're ready to go. So, well, like you were talking about the uniqueness of players. Of course, you were mentioning that Tikka, very much a player like that. So, I have to wonder, like, given Varsi's style, right? I feel like he's very good on the attack, but maybe some defensive holes. Do you think Tikka might go the opposite direction from Lokmanyu, where he started off defensively this time, maybe starting off in an attacking manner?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably going to judge each game by sort of its merit. And would be nice to see like a nice, fast, aggressive attacking start from Tikka. And yeah, it's not quite Ashwin's day, struggling with the Coke can as well. And I think it's just like it might be one of those where the ring has fallen off before he could open it. Nope, he's got it open. Well done. And still looking suspiciously excited. Manages to get a sip of his drink. Would have been a little parched after the stress that comes with this game. And Tikka now just quietly waiting. Lot of laughing and joking around as always with the Bengaluru FC boys. They think enjoy each other's company. They have a good rapport. We've seen a lot of improvement in their co-op game as well. And we're I think closing to kick off, using making sure those palms and fingers are as dry as possible for the minimum traction. It's almost using F1 terms now when it comes to esports. And yeah, pat on the back, and I think that means that we are getting close to kickoff. Should be here any moment now.
Yeah, I guess you want minimum traction so that your hands don't, lock out and don't let you use your skills. But hey, like you said,
Yeah.
I think we are just
I think
about there.
maximum traction is what we want. Physics fail.
Oh shit! Oh boy. My bad about that. But yeah, back to the game though. Right now, it is Bengaluru starting the ball. Immediately a pause cued by Tikka though, so perhaps he did not anticipate what Bengaluru is going to start with, or just messed up slightly, like maybe a Mbappe in defense kind of thing.
Yeah, we have seen that in the past, and we have seen actually teams being made to pay. We have seen FC Goa starting with an Mbappe. Mbappe clearly looking like he's playing forward for both teams, which is nice to see. I don't think he, as a player himself, would appreciate being thrown in at centre half. Not quite his skill set. But yeah, standard layout pretty much as we see. Ooh, that's a bit of a foul. That could be a red card though. He was the last man, and no, gets away with it. So yeah, a free kick right at the edge of the box. We haven't seen any direct free kicks scored so far in the tournament. Could this be the first one? Tikka immediately making a change. Maybe it's just a controller or a setting change, something that he found a little bit off, or maybe something wrong with his formation. We will find out soon enough. And let's see if Varsi decides to go with a direct free kick. I would love to see one. If he does, it's this is position A1. Surely he has to go for goal over here. We're going to see frantically players being sent, but it's a very short player with Cafu over there, and well, Cafu does the job. I do feel that maybe that shifting the player back should happen a little bit slower, because every player just somehow manages to put a player on the line over there. But there are ways to make that work to your benefit as well, as Tikka just lets that ball roll out. Unfortunate for him. But you can do a lot. I mean, if the players are being blocked on the line, you can actually sell a little bit of a dummy and play short, and suddenly you have a lot of room to work with in the box. So different ways to play that out. But for now, this game starting in a similar pattern to the first one. Bengaluru FC in possession of the ball, looking obviously I don't think he's looking as clinical as Sagnik was, but yeah, as the ball's played in, let's see how Tikka copes.
Yeah, definitely. I think still able to control possession for a large part. And Tikka, definitely, while he is used to this, it's not the same formation or the tactics he's playing.
There you go. It's a goal already. Oh my goodness! He has skied it!
No, I think it hit the keeper. Yeah, so it hit the body of the keeper, bringing the keeper forward by the side of Tikka. A smart decision there.
Yeah, because that was that had goal written all over it. I had already announced the goal pretty much. And headed back to the far post, playing a bit dangerously over there, wanting to play out from the back. Tikka. And okay, this is very risky
Oh,
passing, but somehow manages to get it out. Tika enjoying living life on the edge, and little turn over there. Unfortunately, losing the ball over there from Pele on Cafu. And yeah, now lots of space though for Varsi to operate with over here. No, Tikkan looking nowhere near as compact as he was against Lokmanya. So maybe what you suggested of Tikka trying to be more attacking in this game could
yeah.
be true.
Unfortunately, we haven't actually gotten to see that in action yet because it's mostly been Vasi controlling the ball. But hold on, maybe a bit of a castless curse here. Tika with a really good interception. Could have gone on the counter attack, but I like this. I think he's just trying to get a lot more, used to the ball, get his players comfortable, and just keep the possession, and maybe put Varsi under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, and for now, keeping the ball well, that's good to see. Obviously, want to just get the feel of the ball. Don't want to make silly mistakes. Just get past to pretty much every player you can. Get a feel of how everyone's moving, how your fingers and thumbs are moving, and then sort of go for the kill. We are seeing that unique thing of using Laurent Blanc as a central defensive midfielder. A lot of players have done this, most
Oh,
notably Saranj. Hang on, he's worked the opening, and that's a goal
wow!
out of nowhere. Tikka just waltzing up, slowly taking his time and clinical precision. One chance, one shot, one goal. It is 1-0 up to Mumbai City FC, and they are right back in this tie.
I have to say, like so far from what I've seen, I think Tika has to be one of the players who is like very well understood what his players can do with certain tactics, wherein last time around we got to see him a lot more counter attacking. This time I would guess that he's playing a slow build up strategy, getting like those manual runs through, getting his Ronaldo into those spaces, like you said, right, completely against the flow of play. Tika managing to take the lead, and Mumbai City, they needed this. Unko ye bahut zaruri tha because they have lost that game one. You can see the match result in favor of BFC, but hold on, Vasi trying to pull it back.
Yeah, and now MCFC again. I mean, there are gaps in the defense for Varsi to exploit. And it is a little bit of a gamble. I think that Tika is taking a little bit more open defensive setup, but also giving him a little bit more attacking control. As we see Pele now getting the slip on Cafu. Will he manage to get it back? No, nice little directional nutmeg over there to win it back, but gives it straight to the opposition. And Varsi again, a player who likes to build fairly slowly. So we're seeing very similar attacking build-ups from both players. But here in these positions, he looks very threatening, and there seems to be a very wide defense that is being played by Tikka. It just looks like there's huge gaps to potentially cue a run or just run into yourself with a player. And maybe that might be something that Tikka wants to rectify. But for now, working reasonably well for him.
Yeah, now on the counter attack, has the opportunity. Gonna go on towards left wing, set up for Theo, and a run is triggered, but not gonna take that. Yeah, again, once again, we see that slow build up play in action. Tekka wants to control the ball, and so far उनके लिए ये बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से काम आया. But they इधर you can see the way he's trying to set up, right, continuously stretching the defense. कहीं ना कहीं this has to make Varsi wonder if he can just maybe change his play to constant pressure and put Tikka under
Yeah.
the trouble of his own
Ooh,
tactics.
that
But
almost worked out perfectly for him. But I think what he's doing is smart, and also maybe Varsi is being a little over exuberant in pressing because he really wants. Obviously, he's a goal down, so he wants to get that ball back. But Tikka is pretty much inviting the pressure on. He's like, okay, you come, press the ball, you're going to lose your defensive compactness, and that's when I'm going to fire that pass into either a Ronaldo or a Pele or an Mbappe or whoever it is. So pretty smart, pretty mature play from Tikka has to be said, and we did see this from him against Lokmanya as well. So clearly a cool head on those shoulders for a guy who's so young and relatively inexperienced when it comes to particularly the LAN gaming scene. Varsi, he's getting the opportunities. I mean, I'm seeing those spaces open up just like it does over there. He's got the keeper out. Will he go for a chip? Oh,
oh,
wasted a bit of time there and not quite being decisive enough over here is Varsi. And now on the counter attack, decisive is been the key word for Tikka because he's had one chance and he's made it absolutely
yeah.
count. But for now, as we approach halftime, will he manage to steal a quick chance? Not, I don't think so. And yeah, it does look like it's going to be halftime as possession is turned over. And A reasonably good half for Mumbai City FC. Obviously, Tika not entirely happy, shaking his head over there. I think he wants more control of midfield, which he's not been able to really achieve so far in this game. And for Varsi, there's been a lot of openings showing up for him, but he's not really been able to find those openings and those chances. That was an incredible save. I mean, I don't think he can believe he didn't score. Just stares at his teammate and he's like, "What? How did that happen?" So I'm getting the feeling that Varsi is having a similar problem to the one that Ashwin was in the first game,
Mm-hmm.
where he's able to get to the box and maintain possession. They're not able to figure out the fist bump or the high five quite yet. A little bit of chemistry lacking over there. Hopefully, the co-op is a bit better for them. But well, lots to think about for the Bengaluru FC boys. Varsi obviously feeling the pressure, feeling the heat. He knows that if he can get even a draw over here, that pretty much guarantees at a bare minimum that Bengaluru FC will get a point out of this tie.
Oh
But
yeah.
no foregone conclusions yet. Tikka gets the first attack of the day, and I of the half rather, and I do feel that we're going to see him holding on to possession, hogging possession for long periods, and asking Varsi to come and get the ball from him. And well, that was a
Okay.
bit strange. Unfortunate giving away of the ball. I think just a bit of a brain freeze, got his controls input slightly wrong. And now let's see if Sagnik changes tactics. Is he going to try to go a little bit more direct? Is he going to try to be more playing on instinct rather than just waiting and probing and poking for that opportunity? It's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because you can see for the side of RC, the game face is on, but Tika just the posture is on. For Tika, he's
Yeah.
all leaned in, ready. But hold on, Varsi trying to get some build-up play going. But the way this midfield is set up, especially with those two strikers just lingering, waiting for the counter, every decision counts. Right now, he's got a corner. I expect like Sagnik, he's just gonna go for the short wide one. But let's see if he has something different up his sleeve.
Yeah, I think he's looking. Yeah, we see Tika over there coming to like sort of cut off the pass, which we've seen lead to a lot of crosses and goals. Bringing his keeper out very far, and that's well defended. I think he'll get a goal kick. That's well done by Tika. And ooh, okay, playing that a little. That's always one of those slight panic moments where you just think the game has started. You just press X. You're like, okay, yeah, I just need to
Yeah.
pass the ball out, and suddenly there's a forward pressing you down, and it's a huge panic
Oh.
moment. But that's a great turn using Ronaldo, looking for that manual pass, and again
Ah.
the trick not quite working this time for Tikka. What he wants is to get isolations. He wants to get one on one because that's where he's so effective, and not quite happening there. See the runs being queued left, right, and center, but he's taking his time on the ball. Oh, that's a brilliantly worked ball, and
Oh.
it's off the post. Desperately unlucky over there. He worked that opening beautifully. And Varsi survives. I think he'll be offside over here. No, he is onside and manages to keep it with Pele, but
Ah.
well defended using Marquinhos over there, using that strength and defensive skill that the Marquinhos card has. And now game opening up just that little bit as we reach the 60-minute mark. That's again, I think, forcing that a little bit over there. Tikka didn't really need to. I think he needed to turn back and get the ball, but no harm done. Retains possession, or rather, it's given straight back to him. And oh, had the opportunity again to pass to Ronaldo. Didn't quite think he would make the pass. Little risky over there, but keeps
Oh no.
possession again, trying to force that ball through, getting lucky again. And isolation one on one, that's what he wants. He wants to be one on one and be able to beat the defender like he did for the first goal. And yeah, that this is the position he wants to be in. There you go. Gets the
Oh,
trick.
Ronaldo.
Will he go for the pullback?
Tika,
Surely this has to be a goal, and it is saved. Getting the keeper out, closing the angle down. Varsi over there hanging on a bit in this game, and maybe a bit of a tactical change coming up. Let's see if what he's going to change to give himself a better opportunity to get back in this.
Yeah, we have to remember that because of the fact that Exognic was able to pick up the win in the first game for Bengaluru FC, even a single goal for Vasi here, even a draw could be huge because a draw basically secures the fact that they cannot lose the match anymore. And I think that's where right now their focus definitely on that just 1-1 goal to try and bring back some momentum. And we see a plethora of changes. Eusebio on for Cruyff, and I believe Ronaldo, yeah, Ronaldo on for Pele. So maybe switching to like Ronaldo forward and getting Eusebio forward and getting Ronaldo on the wing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you don't usually see Pele being substituted off under
Yeah.
any circumstance, and that's a bit of a giveaway over there. And now Bengaluru FC with Ronaldo 9 getting forward, and yeah, it's well defended over there. I think he made that fairly easy for Tika to get the ball. And now holding the ball up, he has the through ball over there. He's got Mbappe, and what's he going to do now? Is he going to turn? Is he going to shoot? He goes for the turn. No clear pass available, unfortunately for him. And yeah, I think over there is when you need to trigger those manual
Yep.
runs, call a player to you, get just get them all out of that one line that the forwards like to stand in with the AI. And for now, Tikka not overly perturbed on the defensive side of things. I think Sagnik has struggled to break him down, in the same way that Lokmanyu did as well in Mumbai City FC's last game against Kerala Blasters. But puts the ball in, looking for that cross, and you can see
Ooh.
why he's got Ronaldo on in there. He wants to get the cross. He wants to win those headers. But interesting tactic for by Sagnik to remove Pele. Maybe he wants a little bit more power. Maybe he wants a little bit more aerial ability on the ball. So interesting because you don't ordinarily see Pele taken off under any circumstance in these games.
Yeah, I mean, effectively, maybe the game's best player, but I can definitely see the idea for him right there, trying to be a lot more focused. But definitely, Varsi. Now, let's see if Eusebio, the replacement for Pele right there in the striker position, can find
Ooh.
some sort of impact. He just got bodied.
Yeah, and this is where he needs to make it
Oh,
count. Surely, oh,
no!
well, I think the shot would have been blocked, so it was probably the right decision to go for a fake, but just slightly overplayed that. And very good high press over there by Bengaluru FC. Clearly playing constant pressure now. It is, of course, 82 minutes. Using the skills of
Oh my god!
Ronaldo, going for the cutback. Surely this
That's
is
a goal.
it.
No, why?
And no, it is well defended. Last ditch defending over there using Vieira. And now on the counter attack, can he steal this and seal the victory? Or is he going to slow it down? I think gets fortunate with the bounce of the ball, and well, it's offside now. Tikka just again not happy with himself. He does have the lead, but he's clearly not happy with his game so far. But at the end of the day, you don't need to be happy. You just need to get the result. And at this point, this 1-0 lead is crucial for Mumbai City FC.
Yeah, and we're seeing how stressed even Ashwin is. He's not even playing the game, but he can feel the tension in it. And I think I definitely understand Tika's perspective. Like, when someone sakta, when it's like, as you said, he hasn't really been, at least till just recently, getting challenged in his defensive parts. And when you're having a game like that, you're not happy with the 1-0 scoreline. You're like, well, when one half of my pitch is completely fine, I want to be much more dominant. But hold on, we've got Bengaluru FC getting Messi on for Ronaldo and Mumbai City getting Ginola on for Mbappe. So a lot more of that crossing for Tika, especially
Yeah.
with Ginola.
Yeah, and he's worked that well. I think he'll be annoyed that the ball didn't go to the player making the run and went to Gullit instead. But he's found the opening using Ronaldo. Will he go for that finesse shot with
Oh,
Messi?
that's
No,
good.
he's worked the opportunity, and that is the goal. It's worked out brilliantly for him. Tikka, unfortunately, just could not hold on. And now I expect we're going to see an all-out assault from Tikka. Because I mean, as it stands, they still can get a point from this if they win their co-op game. But he will want to get this win. It's
Yeah.
been a long time coming. It didn't really look like Varsi was particularly threatening to score before this, but a little lapse in concentration over there, not quite picking up Eusebio. Maybe you're getting a little bit confused about which player was where after the substitutions and made to pay the price for that.
Yeah, I think just a basic strategical discussion between Sagnik and Vasi right now, given the fact that they're probably discussing, hey, we already have a win. Yes, if we can get another win and secure the match right here and finish it off, amazing. But we don't need to overly risk for it because we will be able to at least guarantee ourselves points by getting the draw right here. So I'm curious to see what Vasi actually does because I 100% agree. I think Tika is just going to be like, this is war. I am going all out. This was my
Yes.
victory, and I want to grab this by however whichever method I can. And you can see Ashwin just giving a little bit of advice, perhaps a little bit of motivation as well. But the pep talks are in, and I will say, Eusebio, he got the goal. So maybe a worthy substitution. I still sus of the Pele
Yeah,
taking off though.
I mean, and also the assist from Messi, so it
Yeah.
worked out there. Cruyff on now for Ronaldo, so maybe he wants. Actually, I don't see what Cruyff gives you. Maybe a little bit of dribbling skill. Maybe as Ronaldo is a bit tired. But yeah, we're going to see just that 1 minute of added time. So that ball needs to get into the box like yesterday. Let's see now. Oh, he had the opportunity to play the pass. He didn't, and he's running away from goal. But
Oh
hang on, he's worked it with Cruyff, and he's worked the
no!
opening, and
What?
it's saved. And on the
What?
last
What?
minute, surely again,
Oh!
he's got the
What?
win. Tikka steals it at the end. That is incredible. Don't apologize, man. You
Oh!
deserve that. And again, Mumbai City FC getting the rub of the green in stoppage
Yeah.
time. And I don't know how they keep doing this in the second match. But oh my
God.
goodness, he's got it surely the last kick of the game. And there you go. Varsi can't help but smile at that. Tikka gets it. I want to see if we can get a replay of just his reaction and his, because I remember the last time that happened, we saw Ashwin just vibrating in his seat as he was mashing buttons. Would love to see Tikka's reaction as well. But oh my
boy.
goodness, there you go. First two games played, nothing to choose and all to play for in game three. It is 1-2 in favor of Mumbai City FC. Tikka snatching that win away in the literal last second of the game. And after the 3-1 between Sagnik and Ashwin, now it all goes down to that co-op match, and both teams have looked fairly decent in
Yeah.
their co-op. So yeah, this is going to be another cracker. It's been a high octane day today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an emotional roller coaster almost. It's been up and down and up and down. And that's for us. I wonder what it's been like for the players themselves. But I have to say, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of surprised that Ashwin was still sitting down at the end of that goal. I was fully expecting him to be like in the air jubilant. But I guess a game doesn't warrant as much of a reaction. Maybe after the co-op if they win.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully, we'll get a few player reactions after the goals as well. This was, I think, incredible. I have no idea how that was saved. He just looks and he's like, yeah, it's okay, just play. And very calm under pressure, you have to say, Sagnik. This was lovely from Tikka. Worked that beautifully. The little turn, working the space for the shot, and then the shot, like, not able to figure out. They'll get that right next time. You wait for the next high five. Yeah, lots of chances, lots of coming very close. Tikka as well came close with that shot of the post. So he did have opportunities to put it away before. And as the clock started ticking down, another big chance for him, another big save. Again, you can see just just threatening to hit something and being like, okay, sorry, you know, this production has paid for this, we should not break the table. And there finally the goal coming for Sagnik, no reaction almost from him. He was just like, yes, finally, and then the absolute madness. And again, you look at it, it's 2 minutes, it's probably going to be +3 by the time the ball goes into the goal. 2.5, and there the goal, and yeah, it's just shocked, just putting that controller away gently, saying, I'm sorry, I have stolen this game, I apologize. And I think on the run of things, you look at the expected goal stats over there: 2 for Bengaluru, 3 for Mumbai City FC. So on the whole, probably the fairest result in terms of chances created. We see relatively similar in terms of shots, 4 and 6. More possession for Bengaluru, of course, but lots of not a very high tackle accuracy from either player, because you look at 8 tackles 2-1 and 13 tackles 5-1. Compared to what we saw, for instance, from Mufu, where it was just 10 out of 10. But yeah, apart from that, fairly evenly balanced in terms of passing accuracy. The shot accuracy was slightly better for Mumbai City FC, and that showed in the quality of chances that Tikka was able to create. But yeah, very, very even contest, and now heading into that final, that crunch match, that clutch game, the decider, to find out who's going to take 3 points, if any, or is it going to end in a draw?
It's going to be very exciting, because I'm curious to see how that little bit of just synergy with each other adds the flavor of the match. Because up tak jo hame dekhne ko mila, it's been Sagnik just on another level with that last final third decision making as compared to all of the other three players, I would say, in this matchup. And at the same time, Tikka tactically very, very adept in the sense that he knows exactly what he set his team out to do, and he's able to execute that very, very well, able to seal that win too. Now I'm excited to see if Ashwin and Vasi can maybe step up their game just a teensy little bit and therefore give us a enthralling game 3 right here, like maybe a high goal scoring affair, because we have seen plenty of goals in the first 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see, I'm also hoping that Tikka at some point starts playing a more faster possession-based game, so that we can finally say that he is playing a tactical style of tiki-tikka. That's right.
Now we will definitely remember that word for when Tikka actually starts taking control. But yeah. On
But
the
yeah,
clock now.
let's we're pretty much ready to go. Both players have their controllers. Yeah, thumbs ups being given across the table. Lots of laughter. I think obviously a lot of relief from on the Mumbai City FC bench. A lot of remorse on the Bengaluru FC bench. But they won't be overly phased. I think in Bengaluru they've been excellent in their co-op, particularly in their last game, and I think they will go into this one as just slight favorites. Okay, I just heard him mouth long balls. So I don't know whether they want to play long balls or he's saying be careful of the long balls that they will play. So let's see. Is that going to be a concentrated strategy from either team? But yeah, very, very close. I think Ashwin obviously probably the most relieved man in that studio right now. Having lost his game, finally now has a chance to atone for that with his teammate Tikka, who will come in, of course, riding a huge wave of confidence after that last minute winner. And I think we have kicked off. There we go. It is Bengaluru FC versus Mumbai City FC in the decider. Whatever the result of this game is going to be the result of the overall match. So everything to play for. It's going to be I think a nervy affair on both sides. A foul given early in the game. So pretty eager to win that ball back from Mumbai City FC. And this is where these boys have been really, really good, particularly in the last game. Going for that long ball, finding it, and well, a bit fortunate with the way the bounce favored him over there, but got the keeper out, no harm done. Yeah, that's well worked. Waiting for him to get onside, and now going pretty direct. He had the pass, elected not to make it, still has it with Mbappe using that skill. But I think there was a much easier pass, and that could have given a clear shot on goal. Didn't quite happen for them. And now on the counter, that's a brilliant ball. I think overcommitted on defense over there with Kafu. Let's see if the decision making is better over here. No, well tackled, and it is a corner.
Yeah, trying to get the cut back in.
I think we'll see a cross over here. We do see it. It's Root Gullit. And not quite able to. Looking for the bullet from Gullit, but not quite working out over there. And we will see Mumbai City FC now building. So that corner clearly seems to be a concentrated tactic used by a lot of teams. Oh, that's an excellent ball through. Have the shot, and he does, well saved. Maybe seeing the keeper advancing, maybe a chip might have been a better option. But with the infinite frame of Edwin van der Sar, it's easier said than done. And very quick feet over there being used by, I think that is Varsi. And yeah, now in the box, went for the cutback once, goes for the cutback twice, still the same outcome. I think teams have figured out now how to defend against that cutback. We haven't seen many cutback goals at all. We've seen variations of maybe a lob pass or a little dink behind. And again, in that same position, cutting it back earlier this time, at least getting the shot off, but relentless pressure here from Bengaluru FC.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, right, it's because right now in the co-op, they have a lot more opportunities, a lot more ways to set up those plays, and Bengaluru trying to do exactly that. They've got Pele in the box with the ball, going for the finesse, but no. Like you said, that infinite frame of Edwin van der Sar just does not even fumble. And now looking for the counter, perhaps a very aggressive ball there, just goes out directly. And you can see from Mumbai City FC, the thing you got mounted by Ashwin definitely looking like their primary tactic. They want to be much more direct with those long balls, and it's giving Bengaluru a lot of the ball just the way Sagnik likes it.
Yeah, and again, this is well worked. This should be it. No, and still, and off the line. well played there by whoever it was who decided to and had the presence of mind to pick his player and just go and cover that far post. And now on the counter attack, they want to play direct, and
Oh,
that's a
wow.
great through ball. That's a great through ball. He has to go for it.
No.
He goes for the fake. Oh my goodness. Again, a bit overthinking over there. Just needed to go on instinct. Just go for a chip shot over there, or even just a power shot, and I think that would have been enough. But you have to say, using the goalkeeper very well to narrow the angles in that situation. And now again, very end to end. It feels like a basketball match right now. Just you try to score, we try to score. It's been absolutely frantic. And looking again for that through ball. That is their tactic for the day. That's their game plan. Like, we are going for that one through ball. At some point, we're going to find one that sticks, and that's what's going to get us the goal. That's what Mumbai City FC are going for in this game. Bengaluru also trying something similar, not quite, and it works out well enough for Mumbai City FC. And now again, that's well worked. Will they slow it down this time? Worked out reasonably well there for Ronaldo. Has to go back and pick a pass. Again, very direct and rather unnecessarily wide in that instance, but still keeping that ball. Oh, that's well worked. Surely the shot now, and blocked. Still an opportunity for Ronaldo, and probably another opportunity coming as well. This time it's Gullit with left foot finish shot. Got it timed right, but not quite. So this time a lot of concentrated pressure from Mumbai City FC after being under siege for a reasonably long time by Bengaluru. And yeah, end to end, I think both teams applying a mix of the sort of the same tactics. Both want to go for a long through ball, get in behind that defense, and equally are prepared to, when they're in a set position, to camp outside outside their opposition's penalty box and wait for that opportunity to come. So nothing to choose either way. It's two teams playing obviously in a very high pressure game. They don't want to make a mistake. They're playing it a little safe on occasions, as we did see with Mumbai City FC not really taking the riskier shots and trying to work 100% or a very high percent opportunity. And we see Ronaldo now against Marquinhos, waiting for support. Nothing really arriving. Oh, and wait, hang on. He's worked it well. Oh, that was actually very well thought out by the defender in the right place at the right time. And now they will look for that right flank, using the pace of Mbappe in behind Theo Hernandez. That's well headed in. And now, again, just the defense is right on top at this moment. Because they're creating good chances in attack. And again, is he going to be onside over here? He is. Now, sprinting ahead. Looking for a cutback, gets lucky with the bounce of the ball. He has to take the shot now. Surely no, they're just not taking those shots. And are they going to both teams live to regret this, because they've had clear opportunities and just not taken the shot?
And looks like the last opportunity for this half at least will be with Bengaluru, but no, the through ball is intercepted, and that should be halftime for us. And oh boy, like you said, both teams have had some very clear chances, but some questionable decision making in the final third. A lot of fakes when you didn't need to, and I wonder even if like the decision in that moment is right to go for the fake. You should just maybe not do it, because at least you get a corner, and you've seen how many teams have used those different tactics to result in a goal from a corner. At least keep the pressure up. But this I was especially shocked by the Theo Hernandez control. I believe
And
that
this
was
one.
Ashwin.
Yeah. And I just honestly think that the chip is being really underused by these guys, because especially when the keepers are being brought up that far forward, with the kind of players that these guys have, I mean, a chip shot is 9 out of 10 times going to hit the target. So quite surprising that they're not employing that chip. Maybe it's something that will be discussed at halftime. We see Eusebio brought on for Mbappe for Mumbai City FC. That's the only change, I think, at halftime. So maybe looking for, well, more dribbling ability, I guess, more quick turns in the box, because Mbappe gives you a lot of pace, a lot of power, a lot of shooting. But clearly Eusebio is going to give you something different, which Mumbai City seem to want.
Yeah, a lot more nimble, I would figure, but we'll have to see how they are going to change up their tactics here. A lot more slower, at least at the start for Mumbai
Oh,
City
wait, a
FC,
bit of a
but a
mistake there.
beautiful turn. Yeah, and overcommitting on the tackle maybe. Pele going for the cross in, but the bodies were there, and I don't even think he triggered a manual run, so just an easy interception, but they got
Yeah.
it back.
You've got it back, and now it's about that coordination, right? One person on the ball, one person making those runs off the ball, working out reasonably well, and now, trying that little turn with Eusebio, not quite working out for him there. And now on the counter attack is Bengaluru City FC. I honestly think this is going to be decided this entire game by one chance. It just feels like it has a 1-0 written all over it. And it's going to be one mistake, one slip, one individual piece of skill that will probably decide what happens in this game.
Yeah, make sure that neither of those teams get away with just 1 point. They want those 3 points, but again and again in the final third, both of the teams losing it to each other. And yahi pe ek baat ban ja rahi hai ki which team is able to find that level of consistency and talk to each other perfectly, trying to set up the 1-2s, but the midfield just packed for the side of Mumbai City. And I will say both of these teams, like you said, very similar tactics out from the start of the matchup and continuing on here in the middle. Not many changes, but hey, can Eusebio find that?
He's got. Oh, he's found the opening. He has to take the shot. He does, and finally, Mumbai City FC have the breakthrough. I think that was maybe Ashwin who scored the goal. Can't be entirely sure, but it is Eusebio, and hey, the tactical change has worked out perfectly for them. It is 1-0, and there you have it. That final, I think it was a mistake and a bit of skill, both plugged into one over there. And let's see what Bengaluru FC do. Will they make a change themselves? Will they go ultra attacking? Let's see.
They definitely are going to be feeling the pressure. This is effectively a reverse sweep if it ends the way it is right now. And Bengaluru, and especially Sagnik, he's going to be very disappointed if that happens after his own individual game win. Right now, trying to push it forward. So far, though, they have not been able to find a clear-cut pass into the final third or even create an opportunity that they can easily score because of this. Mumbai City just coordinating very well on covering these passes. But then again, they do lose the ball a lot in the midfield. So back to Bengaluru, but hey, it's just back and forth. The players just giving it to each other. Okay, what?
And giving it away. Oh my goodness, somehow. That is...
What?
It's still loose. That is just heart and mouth stuff over there. And going for a ball which may work out well. No, not quite. Well marshaled over there by Maldini. We do see a Bengaluru FC pause queued, so clearly another substitution coming for them. And getting lucky with that. The pressing from Mumbai City FC has been excellent. As you said, they've not given Bengaluru much of a chance. Nothing really in terms of a clear-cut opportunity for them. And if anybody has looked like scoring so far, it has been Mumbai City FC. But we have seen comeback after comeback so far in this tournament. So plenty of hope still. But it is Mumbai City FC right now who are advancing and putting that ball in on a plate. What? Ronaldo to Ronaldo. That is incredible. What a beautiful cross in. And you would have to say now that I think Mumbai City FC may just have turned this around after losing 3-1 to Sagnik. Ashwin has managed to put that in and gets the goal. It's a brilliant ball in. You would have expected Maldini to get that, but the depth on the pass was absolutely perfect. And again, not quite in sync with the fist pumping and high fiving. I think a bit of work on the training ground required over there. But for now, Bengaluru FC looking a little stunned. The regular laughing and joking seems to have disappeared, and it's all game face now.
I mean, like, I would say this week they put in effort into their gameplay. So next week they can put in effort into their fist bumping, after they get the win here. Because that's what it's looking like right now. Even though it's like definitely still plausible, I would say. I'm not sure about possible, but definitely plausible that a comeback can happen. Right now, Mumbai City just look in pure control, but Bengaluru right off this kickoff, if they can get a goal immediately, then again our expectations will change.
Yeah, we see Eusebio on as well for Bengaluru City FC. We also see Zidane on for Cruyff, so maybe a tactical change. Maybe they're going for a 4-4-2 diamond. I think that gives them a little bit more attacking firepower. And hang on, if he gets this ball through, to Zidane, and he does.
Oh!
And another cross in for Pele, and saved by Van der Sar, and that's just about kept them in the game. Now what do they do from the corner? Will they go for... Oh, hang on, he's got Gullit in space if he can find him. But now I think Bengaluru
Oh,
has
again?
finally woken up. But yeah, it does look like they're going for that
Oh, Gullit!
set piece routine, and it is Gullit. It's saved. Van der Sar hasn't recovered yet, so that header could be one, and I think it's another corner. Is it? Yes.
Oh,
So
boy.
those set pieces, clearly Mumbai City FC have worked on it. This time going again
Near
for
post.
Ronaldo. He's got the shot open. Gullit, will he take the shot? Oh my goodness, it's all happening in that box, and now Bengaluru FC looking to counter attack. Well held over there. And now on the counter attack, nothing really in terms of bodies ahead, just the one Eusebio up top. And Hernandez has come forward as well. It's Eusebio, but well defended. Bengaluru FC retained possession over here. But at the moment, Mumbai City FC looking like they're in control of these situations. Again, Bengaluru FC recycling possession. They're camped outside that half. Will they go for something different? Oh, that's well worked and saved. Unfortunate, didn't get enough power into that shot, and that was easy enough to save.
Oh, wow.
And that's a poor corner. That's a giveaway, and now it's going to be 3-on-1. Will he go for the long ball over the top? Not quite. Wins the throw. I think they'll be happy with that. Just keep the ball. Keep the ball. Possession is 9/10 of the law at this moment, and again. Well, not able to keep the ball for particularly long, but the longer they have it back now. Goes for the through ball. I think he might just be offside. No, he is onside. Will they go for the goal? He goes for the finesse shot, and just over. Van der Sar rooted to the spot over there. For just a brief moment, it looked like that was just about to dip into that into that far corner, and I think Bengaluru now have just slightly lost their heads, giving the ball away from their own goal kick. And with just 2 in-game minutes left and the ball now with Mumbai City FC, you have to think that they have sealed the result and completed, as you said, that reverse sweep after losing the first game to come back and clutch the victory. And 2 minutes, he's putting the ball in again. This game is pretty much done. And Bengaluru FC might try to get a consolation goal on the counter. They just might with Zidane. But consolation is all it will be, even if they manage it. But well defended. It's been an excellent display in the co-op by Mumbai City FC. A huge sigh of relief. And finally, finally the high five works out. Well done. Almost bottled that one just at the start, did Ashwin. But this time it works out well. And 2 goals scored. Ashwin and Tikka will be pretty pleased with that. More points on the board. And finally, living up to the Mumbai City FC billing. Of course, Mumbai City FC, the winners of the Hero ISL last year. So huge expectations on them. And come on, here's the compilation of all the failed high fives. Let's go.
I have to say though, like every single of these opportunities, if you just take a look at Ashwin, right? I mean, when they're attacking, the reactions are just insane. You can see Ashwin every single time. He's just ready. Even that one moment where after they were 2-0 up and they were just like, you see right there, he's just always showing his true feeling. Like continuously smiling. It's so wholesome for me. I love seeing that. Of course, besides the intense gameplay.
Yeah, of course. It's the guy who's like completely wearing his heart on his sleeve. That worked out really well for him. Would be interesting to know who scored the goals in these games. In this game, and the little, he's just a lovely character to watch. Like
Yeah.
every emotion is on his sleeve. There's no hiding or sugarcoating anything. And there you go. Not quite that time, but they got it right once the game was done. And just chance after chance over here. I think they thoroughly deserve this. I think if we get a
Yeah.
look at the post game stats, you'll see the XG massively skewed again in Mumbai City FC's favor. And as we come back, finally, it's been a cracking game. Started with 3-1 to Bengaluru City FC, who thought they were in control of that tie, but incredible comeback over there by Tikka, who clutched it in that last minute. That last minute goal now so important.
The stoppage time plays by Mumbai City FC have been absolutely nuts. As you said, a very well-deserved win, especially I will say after the game 2, the way it ended up. Tikka leading the charge for most of the game, finding that crucial goal, and then game 3, it just felt like, yeah, okay, we're in co-op. We feel very, very comfortable now. Even though from Bengaluru FC, just in their last match, we saw a much, much better co-op showing defensively. They were extremely good. We talked about it with them too, about how they were able to cut off channels, play very well with each other. But it felt like because of the way Mumbai were just playing quick and high tempo, they never even got a chance to try that.
Yeah, and let's quickly find out now who the hero of the match is. My vote would probably be, and it
Yeah.
is Tikka who who actually
Oh,
scored all the goals
yeah.
for Mumbai City FC. Two in his game and two scored as the finisher. Which means, of course, you have to credit Ashwin with a couple of great assists in that situation. So Tikka getting the 4 goals, he is the hero of the match.
Yeah, and I really like this because when I remember both of their individual games, I remember Ashwin's playmaking was so good, but what he lacked was that final moment decision making in the third. And then Tikka, with his ball control, is where he got that one shot, one goal in his individual game in the first place. It just shows that they're using the best of each other to bring out a win, and that's exactly what we want to see from a team perspective. When we are seeing so many matches individually end up in draws, I think the last 3 sets before these, we've only got draws. So it becomes a fact that you need to find that co-op synergy. You need to try to play off of the best factors of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mumbai City FC showing that they've got that ability to defend
Yep.
well. They're very clear with the idea that they want to be direct as possible when they're attacking. And we will see, of course. Let's have a look at Tikka's goal. This was the first one. Lovely little turn, bang into the top corner. Lovely. And this one, I mean, is pretty scrappy by the end of it. Waiting for that moment, saved. Got a bit fortunate with the bounce of the ball over there and then stole it. This one, well worked again. Great individual skill to work the opening with Eusebio, who they brought on a very good substitution. And this one, an incredible cross there using Ronaldo. Ronaldo 7 to Ronaldo 9. Beautiful header into the corner, and yeah, you just can't defend that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why we were giving props to Ashwin. That cross, I can never even think about playing it that precisely to the far post on the left foot of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So, like, compiling all of these things together, Ashwin just setting it up on a platter. So, very well done. But now let's take a look at the leaderboard and see where Mumbai City have got themselves with, I believe, their first win.
Yeah, Mumbai City FC finally off the mark. They came very close against Kerala Blasters, unfortunately losing in the co-op game over there. But yeah, off the mark. Very you don't want to have that unwanted record of not having scored your first points. And for Bengaluru FC, 5 games played, 2 wins, 3 losses. Consistency, I think, is proving to be the problem for them. They're scoring a lot of goals, but also conceding a lot, and that seems to be their Achilles heel because you look at that goal difference. Apart from ATK Mohan Bagan, the lowest goal difference in the league so far is still sitting in 4th place by virtue of their 2 wins. But yeah, another excellent day in the universe, in the world of the eISL.
Yeah, what an intense set. But let's head over to our interview and take a chat with Ashwin. See what really he is feeling after the first win. Ashwin, congratulations on your first win of the eISL. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much, guys. I'm like overwhelmed after this first victory of us. We were actually we were hard working for the past the first couple of games. We were like unlucky at certain point, but this game yeah, it feels like a complete package because it's like very till the end. So I'm like happy, and credits to Tika also for getting that clutch goal in the 90th minute against Vasi.
Yeah, I think that's become a bit of a theme for you all. Huh? The referee just does not want to blow his whistle for you all. 94th minute when you scored against Akshat, and 93rd minute this time when Tika managed it. So how were you feeling? Like at that moment, were you sort of resigned? Did you think that okay, it's just going to be a draw and we have to play for a draw, or did you think even in that 91st minute that he could win it?
See, well, like when Tika conceded that 87th, 88th minute goal, he like quickly changed his tactics and went constant pressure. We like wanted to win that particular game, so we tried our level best. He kept the ball in the 90 and we won. And Co-op also, I asked him like, let's go for the win because we have been like gelling up quite nicely in the first couple of games. A bit unlucky here and there, but today, yeah, we got the best of Sagnik and Varsi.
Yeah, so you all have been gelling quite well on the pitch, but I think off pitch a little bit of work is required on your high fiving and fist bumping because each time we get footage of you all, you go for high five, Tika goes for fist bump, and there's that little awkwardness. So a little bit of practice required there.
Yeah, well, if you get like share some moves, we can do that on screen also the next time when we.
Alright,
We'll
definitely.
send you some.
Yeah, we'll prepare some between ourselves, some fly fist bumps or something, and we'll send it your way. But maybe in return, you can send us some of your skills our way, you know, because you guys played it amazingly. In particular, I wanted to ask you about, like, at the start of the co-op match, we saw you mouthing long balls to Tika. So, what was the strategy going into the co-op? Like, was there any particular part of Bengaluru you were looking to exploit or, you know, attack?
See, Bengaluru, like Sagnik and Vazi are like a very good team. They are very composed also, and I knew like they'll press from the start. They like press man to man. So, like I asked Tika to like see when I have the ball in the midfield, I ask him to run with the winger, and when I have the ball with the winger, you have to run with the striker for the long balls or for the air balls or something. So, like we had like a good communication during the game, which got us the goal. And Tika called for the cross, the far pole cross. He asked me to like just place it to the R9. So I was CR7, he was R9. He asked me to, Ashwin, come on, just play the ball. Come on. So I just played it. So and we got that goal.
Brilliant, man. So congrats on the win. You've been, I have to say, obviously very entertaining on the pitch, but off the pitch also, your reactions have been absolutely fantastic. I mean, you should go back and watch them. It's lovely to see the way you react to goals and the reactions to everything that happens in the game. But
Not
congrats
the
and,
goals, the
yeah.
misses.
Yeah.
And the misses also, yeah. But yeah, congrats on your win and take care and have a good tournament ahead.
Thank you so much, guys. I actually wanted to tell you also. You guys have been doing a wonderful job, and it's like I've been watching all the other games, and it's been I've been like the commentary is like so good. So thank you so much, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so.
Well, yeah. Always nice to get a compliment, you know, so I'll take
I
it.
know.
Thanks a lot. Tika, hey, good job, Azim. I think we need to tell that to each other a lot more.
Yes, and producers also. But but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to the eISL, of course, powered by Coca-Cola. And we have our associate sponsor, Hero, esports sponsor, Nodwin Gaming, and platform partner, PlayStation. So yet another day of eISL done CA, and we'll see everybody very soon. I am signing out. Take care. See you guys. CA and see you.